What's going on, everybody? This is the Pear podcast, live again for, does this see, episode
2? We back.
Episode 2, all right.
That's right.
Ready to rock and roll.
How we doing today?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, okay. I'm good.
Good.
Feeling good.
Yeah. So, as last week discussed, I'm Dalton, and this is
Keisha.
Two of you are just average local Pokemon TCG players.
Very average. We'll just say that.
We'll discuss that very shortly.
But we're let me say.
Hang on.
We're more above average than we were last week.
That's right. We'll only get better from here.
That's right.
So, we kind of went over a little introduction last time, but I wanted to bring up something, just kind of a topic to discuss, to lead us in. I'm curious, let our viewers know a little bit more about us.
Yeah.
And a question I thought of for today is, who is because everybody's got one.
Yes, they do indeed.
Who is our favorite Pokemon? And we'll start with you, Miss Keisha.
I'm going first?
You are going first. Ladies first.
All right. Excellent. Well, a little background story. I am a meteorologist by degree. For anybody that doesn't know that, I studied the weather.
This is going to be a big giveaway to what your favorite is.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't do it too much now with my job, but I am a meteorologist by degree. And what other Pokemon can you guys think of that has weather and has all forms of the weather?
Oh, yeah.
No other Pokemon than Castform. That is my favorite Pokemon.
The unlikely hero. About one of the 3 Castform fans out there.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's okay.
It's still a cool Pokemon.
Absolutely.
Sure.
The whole weather changing different forms is really cool, and I have big hopes because Castform hasn't done anything new as of late. I'm hoping with the new announcements of another game that Castform gets a new form for you. I think that would be hype.
I would be so excited.
A new form, a new Mega Evolution, hint, because they might be coming back, is what everybody's speculating. I think that'd be sick.
Well, spoiler alert, that's what I'm going to be playing, so... What about you, Dalton? What is your favorite Pokemon?
Okay, mine's a bit more generic, and if anyone who knows me, always been a big man my whole life, a big boy. I'm one of them big boys, and that might as well give it away right there. Snorlax has been my homie. He's been my absolute favorite. He's your big, lazy, chunky boy, and
he is.
What's better to be, than a big chunky boy. He's the best.
And I will say, there's no meta-relevant decks with Snorlax out there right now. Okay, one. Okay.
Yeah,
one
there's
right
definitely more versus Castform, I will say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
One in particular.
Now, you're not going to be liked any, but...
Yeah, no, you won't be liked.
Blocklex, yeah, you're not on anybody's friend list, but there is, I would have to say, one versus any kind of Castforms, because there's Castforms, but... that ain't meta relevant for sure.
Not yet.
Not till you crack the code, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome.
Yeah, that sounds good. So, let's talk about how our weeks went with, we played a lot of Pokemon this week.
We sure did.
So let's get into it. We had a locals over at 1-Up Games in Calhoun. And
on Thursday.
Yeah. And I went.
What did you decide to play?
What did I decide to play? I decided to go back to an old OG favorite, Miraidon. I had a lot of fun with that before, and I just decided to bring that back, to see if I could get farther with it.
Yeah. So, how'd it feel? How did it go?
It felt good. I went 3-1.
Nice.
I fought a Kyurem VMAX, which was unusual, but. Was able to win round 1. Round 2, I went up against Lost Box Sableye.
Easy peasy. Those
it
little
was
baby
easy
Pokemon.
Peasy. Because with the Iron Hands, you're able to just amp you very much for 3 turns, and then the game's over. So
that's right.
I did have a little bit of trouble round 3 going up against Blood Moon Iron Valiant.
That's the hard counter right there. Any fighting type and then a single prizer? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So I definitely struggled with that. I was hoping they would brick, but all the cards just went in their favor. So, but we picked it back up round 4, and I got a win against Sablezard. So feeling pretty good with that. I was 3-1 at the end of the night. So what about you?
Seems like a good night.
Yeah.
I went a little bit goofy that night. Couldn't decide on what I wanted to play, so I decided to build the good old Great Tusk Mill deck. Yeah, put a little gamble in my life. Started off the night strong, ended up going 2-1-1. First round playing against a Loyal 3 deck, was able to mill them out successfully. I was excited.
Now, for those that don't know what Loyal 3 is, what would you tell them?
Loyal 3 is probably the newest deck from Shrouded Fables, the only real big archetype that has came from that new set. And that's a mixture of the new Pokemon Okidogi EX, Pheasantipity EX, Monkey Dory EX. That's considered the Loyal 3 in the lore of Pokemon. And then they also have the mythical Pokemon Petron EX. And all 4 of those cards combined make the new quote-unquote archetype for the Loyal 3. It's a dark deck, big basic Pokemon. They hit big numbers, and that's about it.
Absolutely.
So then after that, round 2, I got another dub against Guardy. A really close game, really close matchup. Just kind of worked my best around the opponent, bench locked him out a little bit, and was able to get those last few mills. And then that's where we started going downhill from there. My round 3 was against my own brother, and he was on his Zard list, and I completely bombed it. Completely. Didn't get a single Great Tusk. It happens. He was able to get Zard going up, turn 2, had everything he needed, was able to Turo up his Rotom, and the deck now most of the time, or at least in his list, is playing the new Petron EX, which lets dark Pokemon switch out, so you can't even trap them anymore.
Yep.
So made it rather difficult. It was a quick match. Got to watch everybody else play. And then round 4, I ended up tying against a Zard Polt list, and that just happens sometimes in the best of 1 rounds. Couldn't quite make it in the 30 minutes we were allowed, and we took that tie.
Very nice.
And that was my night.
Not too bad, not too bad. Let's talk about Saturday. We went to a, not unusual, but not your average typical Pokemon tournament. Prize Pack 4 tournament at Hawks Nest Gaming in Woodstock on Saturday. I also played Miraidon there as well. Didn't do so well.
Before we go into your breakdown, explain what a Prize Pack tournament is for anybody that doesn't.
Yeah, so Prize Pack 4, they give out prize packs every quarter?
To the shops, yeah.
The
so the shops
yeah.
are given exclusive prize packs that are, there's no new necessarily cards, but they're reprinted cards of the set, current sets with fancy, shiny little stamps on them, with the Pokemon League stamp on them that a lot of people like to, it's basically like an incentive for Pokemon players to come out and play at different shops.
Yeah, they're very cool indeed.
And recently they had Prize Pack 5 released. So some of our stores that we go to, they have a surplus stock of Prize Pack 4, and they're really chill and cool, and they will do a big tournament, or not a big tournament, but a tournament to give all those prize packs they have left over of the old ones to the players. And this specific tournament, I think first place was 30 packs of the
30
prize
packs.
pack tournaments. Second was 20, and then so on in the top 8. So that's a little bit about how the prize pack tournaments work. They're only so often do they actually happen. Once the kind of current time of them, the newer ones come out, then sometimes that happens with the older.
But we appreciate them when they do it.
Absolutely. They're always fun.
Yeah. So, getting back into this, I played Miraidon again. I went 3-1 Thursday. I thought I could do it again with this prize pack tournament.
And then we flipped.
Then we flipped the script. So I went 1-3. Let's talk about some of the matchups. I won round 1 against Guardy. Very easy matchup for me. I feel like it went smoothly. Round 2, I lost. Hit Ancient Box, which I didn't expect a lot of Ancient Box to be there.
Oh boy, do I have to talk about Ancient Box here.
Yes. It's definitely a hard matchup for me. Also, round 3, I got paired up with Dalton, of course, because that always happens every time we go somewhere. Every time. So I lost against him, against Raging Bolt, and hit another Raging Bolt in round 4, lost to it as well, and then finished out with the Loyal 3 in round 5 and lost to a Petulant attack because I had one prize card left. So that was awesome. So 1 and 3, or 1 and 4, actually, because that was 5 rounds. 1 and 4. So I apologize for that. But yeah, 1 and 4 is no better than 1 and 3. So
that's true.
Yeah.
Hey, it happens. A lot of times you just, you can play to the best of your ability, but then you never know sometimes the matchups. Like your first round was against Guardy. That's a really good matchup for you.
Very good, yeah.
You can't... I feel like in the Pokemon trading card game, there's not necessarily a deck that's always going to win, not have a bad... There's no S-tier super perfect deck that just wins regardless. You're going to have good matchups. You're going to have bad matchups.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you happen to hit... Another thing of yours is you hit some big two-prizer decks. It's just a two-prizer battle for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
My end.
Yeah, let's
go ahead.
talk.
Okay,
yeah.
Here's my rant about my day. So, I decided to go back to my old tried and true Raging Bolt. And I ended the night on 2 and 3. Round 1 started with Roaring Moon, which, coming in second at Worlds, I figured, some people would be playing it. And to me, that matchup is one, winning the die roll dependent, meaning whoever wins the die roll chooses to go first or second. Both decks enjoy and usually choose to go second.
They thrive on that second.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you want to start that 2-2-2 price race.
Mm-hmm.
And I did win the die roll, and I got the game. I was able to get my first 2 prizes on my first turn, and it was just off to the races from there. Then we go to round 2, and I hit my first Ancient Box.
Mm-hmm.
And Ancient Box, being the lovely single prize deck it is just absolutely difficult to keep up in the prize race when all you're knocking out is single prizers, so you only take 1 prize when you knock it out. And when they build their little Roaring Moons up with high enough of the Ancient Box cards in their discard pile to where they can take 2-2-2. But not only was I worried about that, my opponent was a really good friend and we had a really good game. But then I got a little payback on myself because I ended up getting Great Tusk milled by the last for him to... He decked me out, which is what I was doing on the Thursday tournament we went to. So I thought it was kind of poetic justice. That wasn't his, that's not his win con, but he saw his win con.
Yeah.
So then from there we went into our round.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where it pretty much was the same thing. It's a die roll. We're playing 2 big two prizer basic decks. I won the die roll, went second.
Mm-hmm.
Was able to get the advantage. And then round 4 and 5, I can basically describe them in the same way because I hit back-to-back Ancient Box again. They didn't mill me out, but I just couldn't win the prize race. So 3 losses in the night to good old single prize Ancient Box.
Ugh.
Love to
hate
see
it. See it. Cool. So yeah, that was basically our Pokemon for this week. We have some news to talk about.
We do. We're gonna have a little section about the news of new product, new stuff coming down the pipeline.
Yeah. So they released some new cards, some new mechanic kind of things.
This we're a little late on. This was from Worlds. Yeah, we kind of we were a little bit late on it.
That's all right. Better late
than
right. Never.
That's right. So trainer Pokemon.
Uh-huh.
How much do you know of what they kind of are?
I'll be honest, I haven't done any research on them.
I
know the Clefairy looks cool.
Yeah, they absolutely do. I think it's cool. It's basically a new mechanic, from what I understand, because I didn't play Pokemon back in the day either.
Yeah.
I just know off the little knowledge that I know. So they're bringing Pokemon back with their trainers in their name.
Oh.
It was the same way in older sets. The only one I know off the top of my head is Lieutenant Surge's Raichu. That's the only one in my brain that sticks out. I don't know how good they were back in the day. There's meta creep or power creep and everything from back then.
Yeah.
But this is interesting. They've got some, really interesting Pokemon coming in the pipeline, and I'm intrigued to see how it changes the format and how we're going to be playing once these cards come out.
Yeah, let's dive into them.
Is there any one of these that stick out to you?
Let's see. We've got Ins Reshiram and Zoroark EX. Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX. Reshiram.
Yeah, that's
Ins
just,
Reshiram.
that's just the fancy art.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's the same thing. And then, yeah, I think this Lily's Clefairy EX is intriguing me a lot because, hello, there's a lot of Regidrago out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. With an ability like Fairy Zone. So in the trading card game, dragons don't have a weakness compared to the video game where dragons are weak to fairy and other things, but that's a big common one that is known. Well, now with this new Clefairy EX, which I find odd, is a basic. It doesn't evolve from anything like Cleffa.
Hey, we're good with that.
Yeah, that's awesome. But it has an ability called Fairy Zone that states the weakness of each of your opponent's dragon Pokemon in play is now Psychic, which they are giving your opponent's dragon Pokemon a weakness.
We love that.
We have a really big Regidrago problem right now.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
Indeed.
Bolt is a dragon.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
getting fried.
It does not feel good. It does not feel good. Oh
Wow.
yeah, dragons. So we're gonna have to see how that goes. And it's got an interesting attack called Full Moon Rondo, which is basically the psychic equivalent of the current dogs in the Pokemon Raikou V and Suicune V and Entei V, of doing 20 more damage for each bench Pokemon that you have. So I think it's pretty interesting.
Both sides, too.
Both sides, you are right. Pretty interesting.
I don't like the 190 HP, but we can deal with that.
Yeah.
Heroes Capes out there, we can.
Yeah,
we can toy with that.
190 for a basic isn't bad. The other one that intrigues me is the Ends Zoroark EX.
Okay.
They revealed two of them, two Ends Pokemon, and you can kind of see the reason why. First off, the Zoroark has the Trade ability, which has been an ability in the Pokemon card game before. We have one currently in the meta in the Gardevoir decks. It's just under a different name. It's your simple discard a card, draw 2 cards. That's always just lovely in general.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But now its attack, for 2 dark energy. Granted, this is a stage 1, so you do have to evolve.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Night Joker, and you choose one of your benched Ends Pokemon attacks and use it as this attack.
Oh, so it's like a Mew EX.
It's like a Mew EX. No, well, more like in my eyes a Mew VMAX from the old format. Because Mew VMAX would copy your other Fusion Strike Pokemon.
Oh my goodness, guys. Mew VMAX is so back.
So we got a mixture of Mew VMAX and like the Curlia draw engine. Very intriguing.
I am so excited.
And we're gonna look more into it once more is revealed with an attack like this. But they kind of gave you a little tease by revealing the Ends Reshiram, which has 2 attacks. One called Powerful Rage for a Fire and a Lightning. It does 20 damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon.
Okay.
And then a Virtuous Flame for 170 for 2 Fire, 1 Lightning, and 1 Colorless, which you might think, wow, that's a lot of energy. But I think they kind of reveal these two to show, oh, you can use that 170 attack with your Zoroark EX, or you can use the first attack. So I think they're just throwing that little tease out. I'm hoping we get some more real interesting Ends Pokemon. I think it'd be a real cool, big game changer.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And the last one, Marnie's Grimmsnarl. I wasn't too thrilled by this one, too ecstatic. Has an ability called Punk Up. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve, it's a stage 2. One of your Pokemon during this turn, you may search your deck for up to 5 basic Dark Energy cards and attach them to your Marnie's Pokemon in any way you like. Then shuffle your deck. So it's a nice energy accelerator for Dark Pokemon. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the attack Shadow Bullet for 2 Dark does 180, and this attack also does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Seems a little underwhelming to me.
Yeah, it does.
180 for a stage 2. It does have 320 HP, and you are accelerating. I guess the biggest thing with this is for these cards, we got to kind of wait a little bit. It was just a big tease at Worlds.
Yeah.
For what the other future trainer Pokemon might be. that's kind of we'll have more info. We're just getting that nice little tease right now.
Absolutely. Well, this is quite a tease, if I
Absolutely.
say so myself.
Speaking of teases, the other big tease, not big, but I guess they're kind of going off nostalgia a little bit, is the other little hint they gave at the very end of the World's video after revealing the trainer Pokemon is the Team Rocket set was teased. They flashed up a nice little Team Rocket logo with a Mewtwo fluttering on through it.
Oh.
So you know that's going to be hype.
Oh,
Everybody,
yeah,
that nostalgia feel. We've seen how the 151 crisis went. Everybody hyped over that.
And everybody likes Mewtwo, right? Because it's one of those Pokemon that everybody's like,
favorite. Fan favorite for sure. That's going to be hype. We don't have anything but the logo tease for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alrighty. What we got next on our docket?
We're gonna talk about the Stellar Crown pre-release promos. Excuse me. They finally released them.
Yeah. Well, next week is the pre-releases. It is wild to me that it has taken this long for them to be released.
They gotta be good, right?
I have no earthly idea. I haven't even looked at them too much. I know what the Buffalo does.
Okay.
The other ones, I'm not too sure. They're really interesting, though. I'm a big sucker for these cards.
Okay.
I am a stamp collector.
Oh, yes.
That's the bit of collecting I do besides playing.
So you'll need all 4 of these.
I absolutely need all 4 of these. I sure do. So we're definitely going to be doing some pre-releases.
All right, I like that.
Just a little, to crack me up, we're not going to go through each and every one of them.
Okay.
But I just love that the Drifblim has an attack called Everyone Explode Now. That cracks me up every time I see it. These arts look really cool. I'm a sucker for stamps. Real excited. Bouffalant, I think, will be a little bit, has potential to be somewhat playable. We'll have to see how the format goes and how the new set impacts us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Can't wait to see that. The next thing here we have to talk about is the Greninja EX UPC.
Yeah, just something they kind of revealed in the next UPC coming out.
And one of the Greninja EXs is going to be metal.
Right.
So that's kind of cool. The playmat's dope. I mean...
The playmat does look pretty sick. And you get, let's see, how many? 4, 8... I think 20 packs, if I'm counting right. I could be wrong. Oh, I thought they were all Stellar Crown. They are not. So all from the previous sets.
So it's about 16 packs. We've got some Stellar Crown in there, some Twilight Masquerade.
See, Temporal Force is
Paldea Evolved is in there. So kind of a mixture of everything. So
yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. We'll have to see how we feel about it. Your typical UPC stuff.
Yeah.
Get the Greninja EXs. To me, it doesn't. I don't think there's any special art promos. These look like the same Greninjas that you could have pulled in the set. I don't think there's anything different. I could be mistaken. I'm just looking off the top of my head here.
Yeah.
But yeah, exciting stuff. UPCs are always fun.
Yeah, they are indeed.
Let's see. What else have we got?
I'm excited for Surging Sparks.
Yes,
that is
new
releasing
set.
in November.
New set revealed. Absolutely. That one came out of nowhere. And what's wild to me, we were talking about the pre-release promos for Stellar Crown. They've already revealed the Surging Sparks. That's what baffles
I know.
me.
I've seen them.
That's what baffles me. We got Indeedee here, Magneton, which I know somebody's going to be excited over that. Chinpow and Gouging Fire.
Yeah.
We can't quite read what all of them do, but we do know about this Magneton.
Yes, that's the important one,
That
right?
is the important one. Which comes in this ETB here. Is going to be the promo for the ETB and have a nice fancy art for the Magneton as well.
I love the dice.
The dice look sick.
Yeah, they do. I love the card too, obviously. I'm going to be getting a lot of those.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Do you want to talk about what it does?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
I don't know off the top of my head.
You don't know
yes, I do. So,
there you go.
So the Magneton reads, once during your turn, you may pick 2 lightning energy cards from your discard.
I think it's 3.
It's 3?
I believe it's 3.
That makes it even better. Lightning energy cards from your discard pile and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. So,
there's a little drawback.
What?
If you do, the Magneton is knocked out.
I mean, that's
Nothing
fine.
comes free.
That's fine. That's fine.
Absolutely is fine. I think it's going to be interesting to see how it intertwines with your good old Miraidon.
Yeah, it reminds me of a cross between Flaffy and also Duskull.
Yeah, the new Duskull.
Yeah, so
Absolutely.
that'll be interesting to see for sure.
It will. The way I think about it, it's going to have to be tested and played out.
Yeah.
But now it's given the Miraidon the ability to pop itself, go ahead and put you behind in the prizes, accelerate 2 to 3, because we're not 100% sure. I want to say it's 3.
Okay.
Energies to your, I don't know, Iron Hands.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
anything you want. Now you're behind a prize at the start of it, the game. Counter catchers in the format.
Yep.
You can bring up those little baby Charmanders, Pidgeys, anything that you can take a nice, easy 2 prize. I think it might be interesting to see.
Oh, believe me, I'm already thinking about the proxies
Absolutely.
and what deck how I'm gonna rebuild this Miraidon to make it the best it's ever been.
It's gonna take some testing, but I think it'll be fun.
Yeah. So this is intriguing me. The next item here.
Have you seen anything about this?
No, the
What
Grand
it is?
Adventure Collection.
Yeah, it's a new collection set. I seen them reveal. And I'm gonna show it right here to you. And the biggest reason, it's not anything crazy to me.
Oh, I did see this. Okay.
But they have some stamp cards, and again, I get hooked on the stamp cards.
The stamp cards are nice. I think it's important to mention that the Terrapagos and Friends is not a playable card.
It is a jumbo card.
It is a jumbo card.
Which is funny, because read that ability on the Terrapagos and Friends. Or not
The
ability,
attack,
the attack.
Yeah, I'll say, so it's called A Grand Adventure with Friends 100 times. This attack does 100 damage for each of your Pokemon in play. Ridiculous, right?
Insane, yeah.
So that's, it's
It would be
100% not playable.
hilarious if they made this an actual card. But I love it. It's a jumbo. It's got that Horizons, which is the newer anime
Yeah.
logo on there. Stamps. Love them. Love them, love them, love them.
Yeah, it's
and they've
pretty cool.
also got a Sprigatito with a stamp on it, featuring
Ooh.
the main character of the anime, and then Fuecoco with a stamp on
Ooh.
it. Which I know his name is Roy. I'm drawing a blank on the other main character's name at the top. Haven't finished it. I'm going to make it my way through it eventually.
If you know the character's name, please type it in the comments so we know, because I
absolutely.
don't watch it, so I don't know.
And it looks like it'll probably be 4 packs, I think. Yep, 4 packs, and I see Surging Strike peeking along the corner, so it looks like 2 Surging Strike and potentially
Stellar Crown
2
on the
Stellar
left.
Crown. That's right.
Cool. Sounds
That's
good.
Grand Adventure Collection. I'm going to be looking out for it.
We've reached the time.
It is time. That's it for our news, though, right? I think that's all we have for this week.
I think that's all we have.
We have made it.
We made it.
So our next, what do you call these? Segments. That's what I'm thinking of.
Segments, yes.
Our next segment, we are going to bring back the Guess That Pokemon game between me and you.
I'm more prepared this time, I promise.
I am as well. So, same rules as last time. We're going to go back and forth, and first person to correctly guess 3 wins it this week. Do you remember who won last week?
Yes, you won.
Okay.
I remember.
I always want to make sure you did.
Oh my goodness.
We will give you the floor. You're up first. You describe the Pokemon. I will see if I can guess it.
Okay, you ready for this?
I indeed am.
Okay. So, this is an EX future Pokemon.
Gotcha.
It is relevant to the meta, absolutely. It is an electric Pokemon and is a Gen 9 Pokemon.
Immediate guess. Iron Thorns. Oh my goodness.
Wrong.
You got me there. You knew what you was doing.
I knew what I was doing.
Yeah,
on this one.
you absolutely did. It was it winning Worlds. You knew that'd be on my mind.
Yes.
So what do I guess? Iron Hands?
You already had your guess.
I
You
know.
lost.
I'm not going to take the point. I just
Okay.
want to know if I was
It
right.
is Iron Hands.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
yes.
It had to be one of the two. All right.
I had
You ready?
to do it. I'm ready.
All right. So this Pokemon is not in the TCG meta by any means. This Pokemon is a ground type. It is comprised, I think that's a word,
That is.
of 3 of the Pokemon it evolved from.
Comprised of 3 of the Pokemon it evolved from. Okay.
Yep. Very basic design.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Gen 1 Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
So very early on. This is a ground type. I think that's all I can give you. So if you take its base form,
Yeah.
its first form, when it evolves, it is made up of 3 of those.
I do have a guess.
Let's hear it.
Is it Dugtrio?
You are absolutely right.
Woo! All right.
There you go. 1 point to you.
1 point for me.
Hit me with round 2.
Okay. The next Pokemon we have, this is a Gen 6 Pokemon.
Alrighty.
He
Little fuzzy in that area.
Oh, we love to hear that. He is a metal type.
Okay.
Purple and gold in color, and has a chest of armor.
Purple and gold in color. Purple and gold. Oh, goodness. What was the last little hint you gave me?
A chest of armor. Yeah.
Purple and gold has thrown me for a loop. I can't think of... Oh, you're stumping me this week. You came real prepared.
I came in prepared.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to step it up. Off the top of my head, the Pokemon that comes to mind is Golurk? I don't think that's right by any means. What was
That
it?
is wrong. It is Aegislash.
Aegislash!
That is a great one.
You threw me for a loop with the chest armor, with the armor.
He does have armor.
He does have armor. He's swords. You lost me there. I'll give it to you, though. He was on my mind, but I didn't think it. You got me.
See?
You got me.
Okay, all
You
right.
got me. Okay.
Hit me with yours.
Ready for your round 2?
I'm ready.
Okay. I tell you, I'll have to start upping my game here.
You're gonna have to.
So this Pokemon is based off a koi.
Okay.
Do you know what a koi is?
No.
Okay, a koi fish. Let me tell you that.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yep.
yeah, I know that.
Yeah. I didn't want to say the second part because I didn't think it'd give it too away, but koi fish.
Okay.
This Pokemon is very weak.
Okay.
Only learns more, but doesn't have a very big move pool. It's not in the TCG competitively by any means. It evolves, though, into something way more ferocious than its basic form.
Okay.
You have a
It's
guess.
a water type, right?
I didn't say, but it is a water type. I'll give you
Okay.
that.
I'm going to go with Magikarp.
You are absolutely right.
Woo!
Yeah, we're stepping it
2
up next
for
week.
2.
Don't worry.
All right.
We're
This one's very easy.
Okay, good.
I'll give you an easy one.
I need that.
Okay, so this is a grass Pokemon.
Okay.
It's Gen 1, and this will probably give it away.
Okay.
But it was the only other clue I had. A plant sprouts and grows on its back.
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur is right. Good job. You got your redemption.
I got my point. Gen 1, easy peasy.
Easy. Okay, we can't have all Gen 1 Pokemon.
Absolutely. That's why this one is not Gen 1. You ready for your round 3?
I'm ready.
You can take the game right here, because all my next few Pokemon I wrote down, it only gets harder from here.
Great. Okay.
I gave you 2 underhanded granny shots.
All right.
Here comes the fastballs.
All right.
This Pokemon is a metal type.
Okay.
It was relevant in the TCG within the past 6 months. It's lost some relevance.
Okay.
In the video game, it is a metal dragon type. And it is a legendary Pokemon.
It is a legendary Pokemon.
It's a legendary Pokemon.
You got anything else for me?
That's about it. That's about it that I can think of to...
I've got a couple guesses. You said it was relevant in the TCG?
It has been relative within the past 6 months.
Does anyone still play this?
I mean, what do you mean by anyone? Do you mean anyone in this room specifically, or anyone in
We'll go in general. We won't
in
make it
general,
too easy for me.
Not currently. I
Okay.
haven't seen anybody at our locals, I don't think, play this, at least in the past week. Maybe some people have thought to play it, but it might not be the meta call currently.
It's a metal ghost?
Metal Dragon.
Dragon. Gen what?
I want to say Gen 4, but that's
Gen
me
4.
guessing without any research off the top of my head. I'm a little fuzzy with the gens. They always get mixtured. I got Gen 1, usually Gen 2 down, and then in the middle there, between there and 9, obviously I know what is in 9, but I'm always a little fuzzy in the middle. But I'm pretty sure it's Gen 4.
I'm thinking Goldango. No?
You're gonna... Nope.
It's
You're not gonna like this. You were right when you thought it... Because Goldango is, in the video game, if I'm not mistaken, a metal ghost type.
Okay.
But this is a metal dragon.
What is it?
Dialga.
Dialga! Oh my goodness.
The person in the room... See, I kind of tricked you a little bit because you have played both of those decks as well.
I have.
Which is
right.
pretty great. So I kind of threw you for a loop. You thought you were going down the Goldango aisle.
Yeah, I thought so.
Okay. I told you it gets
All
harder
right.
from here.
All right.
Let me catch back up. Let's hear it.
Okay. So this Pokemon is a Gen 3.
Okay.
It is a water ice type.
Okay.
And it can survive in the cold weather and tends to be very happy when it does so.
Any other hints? Color of it? Anything we got?
I don't have a color here.
Look at me fishing for the more hints.
You
here.
are fishing.
Yeah.
It
What was the typing again?
water ice type.
Water ice type.
Excuse me. So
Gen 3.
it was relevant at one point
In the card game?
in the card game. Yes.
Okay, that helps me a little bit. Water ice type, Gen 3. I feel like this is a bad guess. I think this is Gen 3. I think this is... I just don't know if it's the ice type. Shot in the dark, Kyogre? Ah, dang it. What was it?
It was Snorunt.
Snorunt. Okay. Ah,
Yeah.
dang it.
He's
yeah.
very happy.
He is very happy.
In the
Yeah.
snow,
Yep. In that card art that I'm thinking about right now, he is.
Yep.
Yep.
He's my second favorite Pokemon, I think.
Really?
Just because he's
Putting that out there?
Yeah, he's got
okay. Well, I'm real far behind. See if you can get this last one.
I hope so.
Alrighty. This Pokemon, I would say, is currently in the meta.
All right.
This is a Paradox Pokemon.
Ooh, okay.
A future Paradox.
Ooh.
Nope, that is a lie.
Oh.
An ancient Paradox. I was thinking about it in my head.
Alrighty.
In the video game, I think it'd be too easy if I give it to you in the card game of what type it is.
Alrighty.
But in the video game, I'm pretty sure it is a Dragon Electric type.
Okay.
Let's see. Anything else? The main overall color is a yellowish hue. Yellowish hue with a little bit of purple on top.
I have a guess, but I don't know if it's right.
Let's hear it.
Iron Moth.
Iron Moth would be a future. I don't want you to get mixed up.
What'd you say it was?
It was an ancient. I know I
my
goofed up a little
goodness.
bit.
Crap, I was thinking about that when you said it. Okay, what is it?
It is Raging Bolt.
Oh, Raging Bolt.
Dragon.
Okay.
Did you think Iron Moth was a dragon type? I don't think you're listening to my clues very well.
No, I am.
Okay,
I am.
okay.
The future, when you first said it, threw me
I
off.
got you. I understand.
Well,
All right, let's hear it.
so what happens if you get this wrong? Do I win?
No, we've wrote down 5 to be prepared. If we're both tanking it, then we just go off the noggin until
Okay.
one of us get 3 right.
Alrighty. This Pokemon is a Generation 8.
Okay.
It is a dragon and has powers of every dragon Pokemon. And it is black and pink.
Black and pink? black and pink is the colors of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dragon.
Yep.
Where are you getting this from? I'm probably
From
gonna hate
my
myself.
noggin.
I'm gonna hate myself. It's a dragon type. What was the thing about has something of every dragon? What was that about?
It has powers of every dragon Pokemon.
Shot in the dark here. The colors don't match up in my head. Ready Drago?
Yep.
Where is it black and purple?
Pink.
Black and pink. Where did Drago?
Regidrago's black and pink.
Where? I have to see this where you look this up.
When I looked it up.
No, yeah, we
let me
live
show
here.
This is what I. Yes, it's fine. They can wait for a second. I have to look. See, he's black and pink.
That is red.
That is pink.
That is red.
That is pink.
Viewers, let me know if Ready Drago is black and red or black and pink. Because I'm team red and black.
What team are you on? Black or pink? Or red or pink?
Yeah. We got there. I figured it out.
You got there. Okay.
Okay.
So are we tied?
We are tied now, 2-2.
Okay.
So you can end it right here. And do you have another Pokemon I wrote down?
I do not.
Okay, so you need to win this one right here, or we're going off the noggin for sure.
Okay.
And then who knows what happens there.
True.
So this Pokemon is yellow.
Okay.
Is a bird. Is a legendary. So put those together as you would like. Has a bit of Spanish in its name. Yeah.
Spanish in his name.
Mm-hmm. It is in... It doesn't have a super big meta-relevant card, but it is played in some electric decks.
And it is a...
Yellow
bird. Legendary bird.
Legendary bird. Has a little bit of Spanish influence in its name.
I am thinking of something, but I don't play this in my electric deck. So I don't think that's it. I'm still thinking.
Okay.
Yes, I know what it is now. Is it Zapdos?
It is.
Yes!
Zapdos.
I won! All right.
What was it you were thinking?
I was thinking like Braviary, and I was like, wait, I don't play that.
Yeah, and Braviary is not...
Zapdos.
Which I didn't tell you... I didn't tell you the typing, I guess. But Braviary definitely isn't yellow. I don't think, right?
It wasn't. Yeah, that's what threw me off. Because I'm like,
gotcha.
It's not yellow, so I don't know.
Absolutely.
And then I was thinking Squawkabilly and all those different things. But anyway, I won. So
you did win.
It's not important.
Did you get the Spanish reference?
Zapdos is Spanish for...
Well, not necessarily.
Zapatos is what I was thinking. What?
Yeah. Dos. If you ever notice in the 3 legendary birds, just a little fun fact, the 3 legendary birds are Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres. Uno, dos,
my
tres.
goodness.
Isn't that neat?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's so cool. It's just little random nerd fun facts that I just love.
Very nice. I like that. All right, that was fun.
That was
especially because I won. So what we got next on the agenda here?
New little topic.
Yeah, card spotlight. Okay, what do you got to show me here?
Show
us. I guess.
Show us. That's a little new segment I want to try out. That we're going to feature but I guess talk about a new card coming in the format whom I think might have a little bit of a influence to kind of discuss with you about, not even influence, but I guess like impact that a card could have on the format coming out.
I like that.
And the one I chose for this is the new Noctowl coming out in Stellar Crown.
Noctowl, okay.
Absolutely. Go ahead and read that ability for me.
So, yeah, our ability here is Jewel Seeker. Once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, if you have any Terra Pokemon in play, you may search your deck for up to 2 trainer cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck.
How's that sound to you?
Sounds pretty good. What are you thinking?
So what I wanted to talk to you about is the impact of what I think this is going to have on the game from when we kind of first started the game. This card reminds me very distinctly of a card. It is a stage 1, so you have to evolve it. Just like the ability states, you evolve it to use the ability. Is there a card in your mind that when we first started playing the card game that sticks out to you that was a really big in meta relevant decks off of this ability?
I'm nothing's ringing a bell right now, but I'll probably.
Yeah, you're gonna know when I say these 2 words.
Okay.
Shady Dealings.
Oh gosh.
Yep, Inteleon Shady Dealings had the same. Like I said, this was right when we first started, so we were learning about it. And recall your memory, Shady Dealings Inteleon had the same kind of ability. When you dropped it to evolve it, you were able to search out any 2 items you want, or any 2 trainer cards you wanted.
Yes, I do remember that now.
That is going to be, I think we are good. This is the predecessor now to that card, and it's going to be interesting in decks now. They're really pushing the what do you call them, the stellar, because you have to have a, no, not stellar, the Terra Pokemon. And there's so many relevant Terra Pokemons in the format, and then they're also introducing the new Terrapagos EX, which is a Terra Pokemon. So it is going to be, to me, a card to keep an eye on. It's definitely going to be a playable card. You start pulling these Noctowls, set them aside into your playable binders or playable bulk or whatever, because it's definitely going to be a card that is going to find some meta relevance, I think, to some degree.
Yeah, definitely.
With an ability like that. Nothing else screams out crazy about it, but that's a pretty broken ability. And I think Pokemon know it too, because they have made it the ETB promo with a really nice art. That art is beautiful.
Yeah, it's really good. I like how they did that. So, yeah, definitely a card to watch out for.
Absolutely. And so, that's just our little card spotlight. I'm going to do a little digging for next week and see if there's any other cards that stick out to me. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Awesome.
Magneton, perhaps?
Magneton might be one we talk about.
All right, so let's talk about our week plans this week. What are we doing this week?
Good question. What we got on the agenda? Well, not saying we're going to make them all, but we'd like to. Because there's a lot of Pokemon.
Yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon this week. So Thursday, locals at 1UP Games in Calhoun.
Always a good time.
Yeah, always a good time. We got a League Challenge and Midnight pre-release Friday at Wasteland Gaming up in Duluth.
Hang on, was that a midnight pre-release you said?
Midnight pre-release right after the challenge.
That's going to be interesting. We're not late night people. This would be the first time we'd ever attended a midnight
All I
pre-release.
just need is a lot of coffee. I'll be good.
We will see. We'll report next week if we actually make it to that or not.
So Saturday there is a League Challenge at Hawks Nest Gaming in Woodstock. We also have a League Cup Saturday at Destiny Tower Games in Kennesaw.
So we're kind of deciding between the two, because we can't be at 2 places at once.
That's right. We cannot be at 2 places at
once.
once.
So we will have to kind of make that decision.
Absolutely. And then Sunday, 1UP Games is having their Stellar Crown pre-release. So definitely make sure we check that out.
Absolutely. Pre-releases, they're a blast.
They are.
I would definitely for sure be there for that. If anybody doesn't understand what the pre-releases are, when a new set comes out, you go to these card shops that hold these events, and they give you, for admission, a pre-constructed deck with a chance at one of the 4 promos that we showed you, the stamp promos. That's why you're getting me there. And then I believe it is, do you remember how many packs you get in the little kits? The build and battle kits?
I think it's 6, right?
That seems too high. I think it's 4.
4 packs? Okay.
4 packs, and then a lot of the places they do give you more packs.
Okay, maybe that's.
So that's where you might be getting the 6. Every shop's usually sometimes different, and then you get allowed a 30-minute time limit to build your deck.
And it's 40 cards.
40 cards. It is. Yep. It is a different 40 cards and 4 prizes.
Yep.
Instead of 6.
Yep.
And then they have a nice little tournament to play out the day with the new cards. It's always a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's really, really fun.
Definitely. So yeah, that's all we got going on this week.
That's our plans.
That's all we have time for today, actually.
Yeah.
That was Pokey Pear podcast number 2. That is a mouthful to say.
It is. The triple P, maybe. We might have to, we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe let it roll off the tongue a little bit.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening. That's all the time we have for this week's podcast. We'll put out another one next week. But in the meantime, like and subscribe to this video. Like and subscribe to us.
Absolutely.
For more Pear podcast content, more Pokemon-related content. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Absolutely. Take it easy.
Bye.